Getting ready here for second half action. Nantucket coming in with an 11-4 lead. Quick look at the stats. Anna Tanavic, 3 goals and an assist. Paige Alverson, 2 and an assist. Evelyn Fry, 3 and an assist. Margaret Calkins, a couple of goals. Anna Hudzik, a goal.
That's how you do it right there, Dick.
Catherine Coleman, Alexa Aloisi, Frida Feeney, all an assist. And I missed that as I was looking at my stats.
Cat Coleman on a feed from, I believe it was Phi. And I was going to say, Dick, that the first couple minutes of the second half are going to be so crucial for Sturgis. If they give up 2 or 3 goals here, you can warm up the bus.
Well, I think Nantucket with a 12-4 lead. I'm going to go right on the record here and say Sturgis cannot score into double digits. So, if they reach 10, I'll be surprised.
Right. You never say never, but
you never say never.
Nantucket's also winning the draws, and that's so important in lacrosse.
You never say never, but you can make a prediction. I'm just making a prediction.
Yeah, as I said, I think one or two more by Nantucket's going to put the nail in the coffin here. Nice play there by number 22, Chevelle Williams.
Good pass
up to
there.
Paige Albertson. Paige looks to the backside.
Oh, she wanted to pass it.
Yeah,
backside to Trnovich. Anna picks it up.
I thought she had the shot there. She pulled it back and made the pass.
Anna carries right-handed over to Albertson. I'm sorry, Isabel Condon. Drives right-handed. Is she going to try to squeeze between them? No, she's going to move it to that right-hand side. Works it behind to Albertson. She drives right, he feeds Condon and scores.
There's another. Wow.
Nice little.
Nope, what are they saying?
Was she in the crease? Once again, it's the goalie's ball.
I say they took the goal away, but Nantucket still has a 12-4 lead here. To the second half, fortunate second half brought to us by Fairgrounds. Check out Fairgrounds at Publix Pub. Big NCAA tournament going on. Check it out at Fairgrounds. Whoa, nice save there.
That wasn't nice save. She went across her body and saved that shot on her left. Chevelle Williams picks the ball up behind. They're going to give that ball to Nantucket. Chevelle picks it up. Dangerous pass, but Nantucket corrals it. Freya Feeney. Feeney moves it up. Anna DiCarlo. Anna had a goal early in the game. Now out to Kat Coleman. Over her head, but still loose. Nice check there by Coleman. She picks it up. She has strong right-handed tendencies. If she could go left a little bit, she'd really help herself. Over here to DiCarlo. She carries it right. He feeds the crease. In there to Phi, the lefty. Goalie controls it. Now, if this was the men's game, she'd have to get out of that crease, Dick, but there's no time limit.
Yeah, it makes it very difficult for the goalie to make a pass. They can really get right into her space.
Crook's playing good defense in transition. And Elisa dropping back. Good job. Forces them to move it along.
She had an open shot there.
Good defense by Nantucket. Freya Feeney right on that, and now Crooks. Feed up top. Nantucket nice and patient up here. Nantucket doesn't need the ball. Gets by Coleman. Nice save there, Emma. Junior Emma Chambers with another save. Emma's been a real key piece of this team since her freshman year when she stepped into the goal. Some people are just natural in there, and she's one of them. A hard worker.
There it is. See.
And her father, Sam Chambers, is our middle school coach.
Save.
Nice save, Emma. She comes from a lacrosse family. Looks like Anna Luisa Crooks is going to clear this.
What position did the dad play?
Sam was an attackman at down in New Jersey. And of course, his dad was a famous coach at Lawrenceville School.
I think I knew his dad. What was his dad's name? Was his dad from the? Was his dad
Marsh
from
Seniors.
Scones?
Marsh Senior, and he was the manager of the Wisconsin Casino.
Okay,
and he was a school teacher and coach.
I did know him out in Wisconsin. Yeah.
A great guy. They ended the Carlo with tries for that high corner. Doesn't quite get it through. Crooks up with it. Briefly, now she controls it. Back into the defensive zone, she legs it out. Nantucket has some good athletes out there. Coleman up with it. What's the whistle for? Maybe she warded off. Didn't really see that.
Santos rubbish removal. We clean up the islands. Go Whalers, Santos.
Both teams are doing a good job exchanging the ball in transition. I'm really impressed with this. Nice shot, controlled by Emma. That was going to go wide, but she got her hands on it. Her stick on it, I should say. Annalisa Crooks with the clear. Somebody's got to help her out here and get open. Oh, she runs through it. That looked a lot like a dangerous play to me. Let's see what the call is. Yep, we're going to give it to Annalisa Crooks. This defensive group has been strong for Nantucket.
Yeah, since that point where I think Sturgis, I think only one time in a game Sturgis scored back-to-back goals and made it
Here's Fry up with it, lefty drive, and they blow the whistle. Is this going to be a Sturgis ball, or is it going to be another one of those should have been a play-ons?
But Nantucket has taken it over because at one point Nantucket had a 6-3 lead, and when Sturgis came back, and from that point on, they've outscored them 6-1, and the Nantucket defense I think has stepped it up.
I think they cut it to 2 at one point.
Maybe it was 6-4, so maybe Nantucket has got the last 6 goals.
And they had a breakaway to cut it to 1, and they missed out on it. And ever since then, it's been all Nantucket.
You are right. It was 6-4. So Nantucket has scored the last 6 goals.
Fly with a bounce shot, goes a little wide. Nice
Bang!
shot.
That's how you do it.
Is that 30?
Number 36.
We don't have a 36 on our roster here.
Oh, who is that?
So
I have Emma Davis listed as a 36 on my roster.
Oh, you do? Okay. She's not on the roster I have here.
We'll give her the goal, and hopefully she is the 36 on our roster. But anyways, the goal for the team makes it 13-4, 7:49 to go in this one, and Nantucket is making it a runaway, scoring the last 7 goals unanswered. And we see the JVs up on the hill getting ready. I'm looking down at the Sturgis bench. They don't really have a full JV team there. Maybe they're going to use some of the kids that are playing in this game in both games. I don't know.
Well, Sturgis answers.
Oh boy, see, they finally got
Splits the defense that time.
So Nantucket's string of 7 straight goals is broken, but the lead is still a big one, 13-5.
Second half?
Second half, a lot of time left, so Sturgis could make a comeback, but Nantucket defense is playing too well at this point. Nantucket offense has been playing well the whole game, and if you stay on offense, you don't have to worry about defense.
Yeah, if I'm the Sturgis coach right now, I'm not going to tell my team this, but I'm thinking if we can get within 5 at, say, the 8-minute mark, maybe we have a chance. But
Okay, that's a good way to look
But you know, that's what involves shutting them down. And here's Aloisi up with it. The righty comes down, face dodge, looks to the center. Nice feed to the backside to Anna Hudzik, who has a goal today. Nice
Wide
look inside.
open.
Nice play. Nice play.
Paige has got the hat trick, so that's 3 Whalers with hat tricks. And who was the pass from on that one?
That was that, I know Paige finished. Gosh, I think that was 36 again.
So Nantucket.
I'm sorry, I think it was Anna Hudzik carrying it, but I'm not sure, Dick. But I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with the stick work on both teams. And the offensive patterns that Sturgis running are certainly good. They're just not finishing quite as well. And you can tell when you have good coaches. You can see the Sturgis coach down here. She's not yelling and screaming. She's giving good instruction to the players as they come off the field. Sturgis picks up a little odd bounce here. Number 3 advances it, being defended by Chevelle. Picked up by Chloe,
Nice little
Chloe Condon.
takeaway there. She's got to watch it.
Kat Coleman with the ball, carries it righty.
Yeah, too many green shirts there. She got to make the pass.
That's when you want to roll back and your teammates have to help you out. It's so important in this game to keep your head up. When you get surrounded by a bunch of opponents, it's easy to kind of get into a shell and not see your open teammates. And then again, they have to work harder to get open. Mia Leiden with the ball. She's a lefty, it appears. That's always great to see those lefties out there. Nantucket has boys team has 3 lefty attackmen on the 3 freshman lefty attackmen. Which is great.
That's amazing, but it's going to be bode well in the future for the Whalers.
If they all stay here, it sure will, and they're all good. Margaret Culkins hustles after that one, goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Sturgis. 15 minutes left, Dick. See what Nantucket Sturgis can do here. This is a key possession for them. And it's out of bounds. Going to be Nantucket ball.
That was close.
Margaret Culkins with the ball. Looks up. Advances it up to Anna Trnovich, the lefty, with a shot and goal.
Oh.
The goalie should have had that when it was, she saw the stick the whole way. And it was high and stick side, but it just went over her shoulder.
Boy.
Trnovich
What's that, Mickey?
scores her 4th of the day. And it makes it 15-5.
I guess it's time to start thinking about your 3 stars, Dick.
Yes, I had that on the back of my head, and I will do that. I was just looking at the scores the girls have put up. They lost the opening to Falmouth Academy 19-9, but then beat Sturgis East 19-5 and Cape Cod Academy 19-6. So 19 is the magic number here. So far they're at 15.
And the boys have won 2 games and scored 19.
Boys,
The boys have won 2 consecutive.
boys are 4-0. Yeah, they've scored 16, 19, 19, and 16. So 2 19s and 2 16s. 70 goals in 4 games.
Culkins with a look inside.
Oh, nice little pass, and that's how you do it.
Culkins to Trnovich.
Wow.
Nice play.
Nice pass by Culkins.
You're not allowed to hang out on the crease and just play zone in the middle, similar to basketball. However, Sturgis a few times today has just not covered up on that cutting Whaler midi or attackman, so attack person, attacking player, and that's been a key. I think Nantucket's probably converted half of their shots from within the 5-meter range.
So it's 14:05 to go. Sturgis takes a timeout. Portion of today's game brought to us by Don Allen Auto Service. New and used vehicles. Check out the 2019s out of Don Allen's. Keeper's Restaurant. 5 Amelia Drive. Dinner Thursday to Monday nights. New breakfast going on Sunday and Monday mornings at Keeper's. Island Lumber. We cover the islands for over 50 years. Island Lumber. 1 Popers Road. Harborview Oil Corporation, all seasons covered. Harborview Oil Burner Centers. They install, service, and maintain all brands of burners and are on call 24/7. Cognitive Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal commercial lines of insurance, auto, home, marine business, established in 1931 down at 57 Main Street, Congdon and Coleman Insurance. The Sea Grill is now open, great fish and excellent seafood. All the locals call home, serving lunch Monday to Saturday, dinner nightly from 5:30 to close. Arrowhead Nursery, where home and garden meets, Arrowhead Garden Center, check them out, 9 Wampapog Way. We thank all these fine sponsors for bringing you portions of today's game. Next week, we should be back here Tuesday. The boys are scheduled right now for a 5 o'clock game, but we'll keep track of that. And with the new Steamship Authority boat running, that could be moved to a 4 o'clock game. Also next Tuesday, there is a softball game at 4. Next Thursday, the girls are back here for a 4 o'clock game, and the baseball team has a 5 o'clock game next Thursday.
You know, Dick, I got to say, you mentioned the Daffodil Festival earlier and Claudette Pearl's being open. I have my great Claudette Pearl story. In 1979, I had worked at the Moby Dick Inn for a number of years, and the Moby Dick Inn out in Wisconsin went for sale. And Claudette wanted to buy it. It was the restaurant building, the pool, and 22 cottages, okay? And Claudette really wanted to buy it. She wanted me to help her run it because I'd worked there for so long. We walked around on Columbus Day weekend, beautiful day, we looked at it, and she was going to do it. She called me that night and said, "Charlie won't let me do it, Rick. He says it's too much money. It's almost $250,000. Last year, I think they turned down an offer that was like $27 million or something.
Yeah,
It's called the Summer House.
Yeah, who would have thunk? Who would have thunk?
Wow.
Bob Wiley bought that in like 1962 or something for something like $18,000.
Well, I mean, I grew up in Cambridge, Boston University, and when I accepted the job down here and applied, I did not know where Nantucket was, and that was 1966. It was just not on the map
No, it
then.
wasn't.
It just the name Nantucket
Even
didn't mean
in the
anything.
80s, it wasn't.
It
People
didn't mean,
know where it was.
I applied, I wanted to teach in Massachusetts, and I applied to a lot of the big schools at first, the Newtons and the Wellesleys, and they said, you got to get some experience before you get hired here. And so, I went back and applied to another half dozen schools that I thought were a lot smaller, and Nantucket happened to be one of them, and here I am, still here.
Well, Vito used to say he thought he was going to coach on Nantasket.
Nantasket.
Yeah. Whalers with the ball here. Evelyn Fye looks inside. Nice
look at this.
Nice look to Trnavic. Once again, I'll tell you.
What would you do to stop that kind of?
Well, you can't play zone, but it's a big mistake that lacrosse players make. You see this all the time in the men's game, even at the high levels, especially when you get tired. Like basketball, you've got to stay between your opponent and the ball, not between your opponent and the goal. And what happens a lot of times is you're a little tired. You let your opponent get between you and where the ball is. They get a pass in. They protect their stick with their body or the basketball with the body. They just turn and shoot. It's the same thing as a pass into the key in basketball.
You can block them out though, right? I mean, you could have a girl. They could have a girl there blocking somebody from doing that.
Yeah, you got to stop the pass, because once a pass is made, if you got a good shooter, and Nantucket's got a lot of shooters, and Trnavic seems to be one of the best, at least today. She's got 6 goals. I think they can't give her the pass in that area.
You talk about staying in a flat triangle between your opponent and the ball. So you watch the person you're covering and watch the ball. Keep your head moving and be in a little bit of a flat triangle. Calkins looks in again.
See, almost happened
that
again.
Same play.
Yep. It's like a pick and roll a little bit,
Yeah. And I mean, I think fatigue has become a factor for both teams, a little more so for Sturgis. A little bit, probably the warmest day we've had so far this spring. Sturgis advances. If Nantucket drops back, they should be able to stop this, and they do. Nice defense, Nantucket.
Again, they just got in the way, and that's pretty much the only defense you can do is to get in their way, because you can't swat at the opposing player and hit their stick.
if you double team and sort of shade to the stick side, not too many of these girls are going to change hands. So they dodge into a double team and you can turn them back. It's going to be Sturgis ball at the 8-meter mark. Number 6 bringing it on. Emma's ready. She should get a good shot here. Nice defense.
Oh,
she gets
that
it off.
one through.
That was a nice shot. She put it over Emma's left shoulder. And she was pretty close. She was about 4 meters out when she shot that. That makes it 17-5. I'm sorry, 17-6 with just over 11 minutes left.
Yeah, Nantucket is at a different level offensively. And the little defense that both teams are doing, Nantucket is way out in front on that.
I'm really impressed with both of these coaches. Sturgis looks like they only have one coach. Nantucket with their 3 coaches, but you can tell all of these coaches are doing a great job. There's not a lot of, everything's very well organized. They're teaching during timeouts and during when players come off the field. Very impressed. Nantucket's in their zone. Nantucket's doing a better job covering these cutters now in the second half. Sturgis up with a loose ball. Nice ball there. Carries left-handed to the center. Gets turned back. Turned back by Chevelle there. Nice defense. Rasha Kelly playing defense there. Nice pickup.
Wow, big time save.
Big save there by Emma. Waiting for that. She got fooled on that the first time, but she stopped it the next 2 times.
Anna Hudzik tries for a clearing pass to Trnovich. Intercepted by Sturgis. Noticing that some of these Nantucket attack players are now playing some midfield. Here's Annalisa Crooks. She's had a really good game on defense. Been impressed with her very, very much so. Loose ball. This is Rasha Kelly up with the ball. Another nice hustle play. She looks up. Isabel Condon up with the ball. She's hard to miss with that nice lime green stick. Feeds the crease. There's Trnovich wide open.
That's how you do it.
Again, Sturgis loses track of Trnovich on the crease.
Yeah, their defense has really come apart here in the second half. And Trnovich is just eating them up alive in that position. And you just wonder why nobody's near her. She's wide open.
Yeah. I mean, it's like they do in any sport. You take away what they do best, and even if it means leaving some other spots open, you definitely want to put an athlete on her and not let her get open like that.
Yeah, make somebody else beat you. She's got the position, and she's got a perfect shot from there. A nice little bounce shot.
New Whaler taking the draw. It looks like Chevelle Williams takes it. Nice check, nice trail check by Chevelle. Here, Annalisa comes up with it. Okay, I'm real impressed with her today. She's all over the place. Friafini up with it. Runs through a crowd here. Oh. And if Nantucket can just make that one little step in development where you pass the ball a little sooner with your head up, they'll be very dangerous in transition. Freya made a really nice play there, weave through some traffic, but as soon as you get your head up and your hands free, make that pass. Here she picks it up. Nice pass there to Culkins. Margaret brings it up, right-handed, loses control. 7 minutes to go, Dick. Will this be another 19-goal game?
They just need one more.
Oh,
Wide open.
Yep.
Missed the net there. Walked right in, did Sturgis, but did not make the shot.
Annalisa picks it up. Gonna leg it out. Once again, Why blow the whistle? It's just a really strange rule.
Do they stop the clock when they blow the whistle? No.
They don't. They don't stop the clock.
Basically, that stopped the Nantucket breakaway.
The only thing that stops is a goal.
Yeah. Here comes Condon. Isabel Rainey looks over to Trnovich. Can she finish
Yes,
this
here
one?
we go. Oh my gosh, a little flip right into the... That was beautiful. She lightly flipped that over the top
So
of her
Anna
head.
goes up high on that one.
That was a smart shot.
It's no angle, a tough angle to bounce it. Even a tough angle to put it in high, but boy, she good stick work around the net. She knows where the goal is and where she wants to put the ball.
Chloe Congdon in on attack for the Whalers. I'm sorry, in on defense, rather. And the Huds have taken the draw here. Nantucket's used 3 different players to take draws now here in the second half. Albertson Coleman had all the draws in the first half, but they're spreading it around now in the second. Keep people fresh. Hudzik brings it in. Checked away. She picks it up herself. Looks like she'll have.
So you can go and do that. You can hit the stick, right?
The stick has to be pretty much away from your head. You know, imagine there's like a little.
They're protecting the head especially, yeah.
They give it to her at the 8-meter mark for a shot. This could well be a goal for that number 19 with 5 minutes left to play. Something tells me we're going to see 20 today, Dick.
Let's see if Anna puts it right in there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well played by Sturgis.
Yeah, I think she waited a millisecond too long there and got a stick hit.
Oh, look at that. Giving it to Nantucket.
Dick, I don't think I mentioned it on air, but I told you at halftime that BC is number 1 in the country in women's lacrosse.
The BC women, yeah, you were telling me that. That's
they're
I knew they had a
undefeated.
good team. I was surprised when you told me they were number 1. Yeah.
They're 5-0, and they are maybe 6-0, and they I forget her name, but she was a very good player 2 years ago, but she didn't play last year because she had to focus. I guess she's a very, very good ice hockey player. Maybe she was injured, but she's back, and she's a super player.
Has any college men's team jumped out at you as being
Every year it gets a little more wide open. Penn State's number 1 right now.
Penn State?
And that, this is their first time ever at number 1. They had a loss to, I guess it was Yale early on, but then since then they picked it back up and they kind of ran Maryland off the field. Well, they didn't run them off the field, but they beat Maryland soundly. They ran them off the field in the first half last week. But it's anybody's championship this year. Yale's the defending champion. They just lost to Penn. Virginia's got a very good young team.
Oh, Yale can take some of their fencing budget and turn it over to ice hockey, in lacrosse. So.
What's funny, last year when Yale won the whole thing, you think of Yale, you expect to see some guys with slide rules and thick glasses, but the fact is they have some real tough athletes on that team.
maybe they have them underneath their helmet. The thick glasses and.
When's the last guy you met use a slide rule?
Hey,
You're old school, man, Rick. You are old school.
I remember I had a slide rule in high school, and I really didn't figure out how to use it. I could do the math in my head a lot quicker than I could with the slide rule.
Well, you think about the fact that when we sent people to the moon, that's how we did the calculations. It's amazing.
All right, I got my 3 stars, Rick. How about you?
Go first, Dick, because I think there's going to be a lot of overlap.
All right. My number 3 star, I'm going to go with Evelyn Fye. She has 3 goals and 2 assists, moving around well today. My number 2 star is going to go to someone who does not have any points on the score sheet, in Lisa Cooks.
God, what a
Lisa
great
Cooks
save.
has played well on defense all day. And my number 1 star is going to go to Anna Trnovich. She has, by my count, 8 goals and 1 assist. That's quite a day. That's almost a season for some people.
Yeah, I'd say a little overlap, Dick. I'd say I agree with you. I was going to give a star for sure to Annalisa
There you go.
Chevelle Williams with a goal.
Williams gets hit for us.
Yeah, I was going to say, all right.
She's listed as a midi, but she's been playing a lot of defense behind the goal today. Very good player. You know, I'm going to agree with you. I think Annalisa Crooks has had a great game on defense. I think that you know, in the first half, I think what really got this game rolling was the combination of Congdon and Phi in that first half. All those possessions really got the game rolling. So I'd say Crooks, Phi, and Coleman. But you know,
So we congratulate our 3 stars by both of us, and we certainly congratulate the whole team. And you know, sort of the goalie Emma Chambers gets left out of the conversation only because it's 20-6. That's why she's left out of the conversation.
she had several very, very nice saves today, but she wasn't really forced to play under pressure, which is always great for a goalkeeper.
So Nantucket does break the 19 goal mark and has 20 up there, and we still have about 55 seconds.
Oh, who is that?
They're saying it's not a goal, or it is a goal?
It was a goal.
It was a goal. All right. The clock is still running, so the slaughter rule is in effect.
It is.
Slaughter rule is in effect.
Yeah, a number of the goals for one thing Nantucket might work on a little bit. A number of these goals have been kind of uncontested runs down the center. Of course, with this big of a lead, you're human and you tend to slack off a little bit. But real good game by the Whalers. And congratulations to Coach Jamie Lower and her staff for their first home win with this new coaching staff.
And they go to 3-1. And should be one last hurrah here. Let's see if Sturgis can get it. They got about 9 seconds to get a shot off.
Nice save, Emma.
Emma makes a save, and that should do it. So Nantucket wins it 20-7, and that will put them at 3-1 as they go down to congratulate their goalkeeper. And Rick is running for the 12:40 bus, so we won't hold them up there. It's around 12:21 right now.
Got it. I mean, I could drop you off at the bus stop if you want.
So we thank Rick Blair for calling today's game. Gino Gang on camera. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Whalers Sports TV. Remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you're laughing at yourself. Go Red Sox. They really need it. Go Bruins. Playoffs coming up. Go Celtics.
Yeah.
Playoffs coming up. Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Rick.